You fall to the ground, gasping for air, as though you haven't had a breath since you saw the ghost the first.
Sorry, Deborah.
What just happened?
Constantine saw the figure. Deborah did not.
So when Deborah runs towards me, like I put a hand on her shoulder and I like pull her behind me, and I just say, Moose.
Still coughing and trying to like catch my breath or whatever, and apologizing to Deborah like 2 more times before like I calm down enough to respond.
All right, so I slowly approach Moose. I'm like, now Moose, I'm gonna ask you again to stand in the corner, and I'm gonna open the door. If you lunge at me, I will shoot you.
No, sorry. Yeah, yeah, you open the door, and I'm actually gonna like, because I'm already like keeled over. I'm actually gonna make my way over to Thomas, and I'm gonna check on him because I don't know nothing about medicine. But I'm gonna check back. Tom,
when you start to move, I'm like, Moose, I ask you to stand in the corner, please.
what? Oh, yeah. And I just go to the corner, and I'll even put my back to him as like a sign of good faith.
All right, and keep not keeping my not like turning my gaze. I reach for the handle, like ready for him to like leap at me.
Mm-hmm.
And when he doesn't, I open the door and take a quick glance down the stairs.
Okay. You look down the stairs, and it's actually immediately apparent to you this time that the burning has crept upwards. Not quite on the 6th floor yet, but it is damn close. You look up the stairs, and it looks clean and fine. You don't see the figure in either direction.
All right. So I say, okay, Moose, and I take a 2 step back. I'm gonna put my gun away now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, as I put the gun away, I back up my hands up. I'm like, what happened? As I start to kneel down next to Thomas.
I'm gonna give him like wide berth, you know what I mean, just to like let him work on Thomas. That's clearly more important. Before I respond, I'm gonna like look back over at Deborah again, but it's kind of like
Deborah's gonna go down and help.
It's kind of
what she can do.
I'm gonna give her kind of like a puppy look. Like, well, I'm not gonna say sorry again, but clearly there's like, you know, I'm like embarrassed of what just happened. Sorry.
So Thomas is unconscious. All damage having been come from Moose.
Yes. Both
again. So
it's just it's the penalty of Scott's character just being gung ho and just being like, fuck it.
I say, I chased the thing with the watch, and I came around the corner, and he asked me who I am, or who I thought I was, or I said Moose.
I'm gonna pause you. I'm be like, Moose, that part is really important. Can you remember exactly what he said to you?
That's up to you, Scott, if you want to make a memory roll. Totally.
I'll totally make a memory roll, because I'm like, okay, cool.
You don't remember? It wasn't that long ago.
Moose is a dumb brick.
Yeah.
Can you get a bonus, though? It just happened.
But he's so goddamn useful in this campaign for me to knock out whoever's in
Possessed Moose.
Can you get a bonus? It just happened.
So I go.
I said I left up to Scott. It was his choice, not mine.
It was either who are you or who do you think you are? It was one of those, and I think who do you think you are? I said Moose, and he said wrong. You're mine. But like he said it loud and like demony.
And an important note for the other 3: you didn't hear shit other than Moose saying Moose.
Like I felt like the walls shook when he said it. Like the walls shook. It was so loud, and then he came at me.
We just heard you talking.
No, like he was, you know, and it wasn't voices. It was like I could see his lips, and he was there, and then he came at me quick, like real quick, like blink an eye quick, and he was like a good distance, and then he was like in my, like I was in my head, but not in my body. Like I could see what he was doing, but like he was doing me. It was.
All right, so I hold in my hands like, thank you.
I get it. He possessed you or something.
No, but like he knew what I knew. Like I didn't know what he knew, but he knew what I knew.
You don't know that.
No, I do. Because because he said things.
Yeah, he did say things
about like where we were, and those are things I didn't tell him.
So I'm going to. So while this is going on, I'm going to check on Thomas. I'm going to I'm going to try to heal some of his. He took all bludgeoning, so
Yes.
eventually I can heal that
rather
back up.
quickly.
rather quickly.
I'll say you can get him back up within 10 minutes with
Yes.
like 3 bashing healed.
So while I do that, I actually like Deborah. Can you come over here for a moment?
Sure.
So
She walks over.
yeah, when you walk over, I hand you the stub-nosed pistol, and I say, well, all I've learned from this is that we have an enemy in here, someone who is antagonistic towards us for whatever reason, and we have to even be more careful now than we were before.
No, it's not us. He didn't want us to go to the stairs. It's not us. It's probably us because we're doing things it doesn't want. But I don't think it wants us specifically.
Why didn't it want us to go by the stairs?
I don't know what it knows. I just know that I could not let you go to the stairs.
Because it's afraid of us.
I'm kind of afraid of it. So
Yeah, but you're a big guy, so it means that even though he seems to be able to possess you, it seems like he's also vulnerable to being punched in the face.
Something that Moose would know specifically, because it's happened to him twice. This is nothing like the Whispers.
yeah, I said that.
Very, very. Okay, I didn't know if you said that to them.
Yep.
So you do, yeah, because you weren't punched in the face when he was inside of you, so you have no idea.
Is he okay? Like I'm saying, like just kind of like because my brain hurts, kind of looking down at Thomas.
I'll say very coldly, well, he will be, no thanks to you.
Whoa! Listen, it's a demon place. You can't get all uppity with me, asshole. You're the one that left the other guy back there. Well, how do we know he's not all burnt body and gobbling around and stuff?
While Constantine's looking at the body and Moose is staying off to the side, can I look down the stairs?
Yeah, you're welcome to.
Okay.
Oh, you said
so-
sorry. It's not like it's mine.
So you go out where Constantine was, and you look down the stairs, and much like Constantine, you realize that the burning is closer to the 6th floor than last you remember it. It's not quite at the 6th floor, but it's close. You look up the stairs, and it looks fine. It looks clean. Doesn't look like anything.
Examining the burning, what does it look like exactly?
Same as
is
before,
there
it's
anything
like-
weird about it?
It's like the peeling wallpaper, the rundown, dingy, orangey yellow look, the chipped up floor. It doesn't look like when you watch it, because you guys haven't spent a ton of time watching it, but when you watch it, it doesn't look like it's crawling up. But it's been a good amount of time since last you looked, and now, like 30 minutes or so, and it definitely has moved enough to notice without needing a roll.
It looks like the fire's moving up.
Yeah, so I think we should start moving up too. Once Thomas gets mobile
Well,
again, I say
Why do you think you'd go down there if...
You have no idea if he went up or down. You don't know. You didn't see.
Oh,
we don't know if he went up.
No, he went through the door, and that's where Scott got stopped, dead in his tracks.
well, she's going to assume that he saw him go down.
Well, so I'm gonna say, I don't think we should go down, and we can't. As far as we know, we can't use those stairs to go up. So if we want to make chase, service of the elevator is our best bet. That's my argument.
And as you finish that sentence, that's where Thomas starts coming to.
But
this
why would he want us not to be here if the stairs... I want to just try one more time.
To go upstairs.
Yeah.
But if all right, just be, you might loop into.
Hold on. Should we split?
You going up the stairs again? Isn't that already evidently futile? Like this whole
I do
endeavor?
not recommend it, but I won't stop her.
I'm going to go up the stairs.
It's pretty hard to stop Deborah doing something she wants to do.
Deborah, you loop. You loop up to the stairs. You turn right, and you're like, "Fuck it, I'm going up the stairs." Damn the 3 of them. As you walk up the stairs and you approach what should say 7, instead you see a big ol' 6. And as you guys look, it looks like Deborah's coming up from the 5th floor. How weird.
I had to do it again. Curiosity.
It's different this time. Last time you looped, you came on the 5th floor.
Yeah,
You're
it
now
was
on the 6th.
two steps. This is one step, yeah.
You went to go to the 7th. You ended up on the 6th.
Yeah,
Last time you
that,
ended up on
that's
the 6th.
super lucky because that's what I was saying. If you looped, you were actually going to be completely in the burnt out part.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was worried about, but turned out a little bit better than I was worried. All right, so here's my thought. So I say we grab Thomas.
Yeah.
I will finish treating him in the elevator, but let's grab Thomas, grab the dude, and we get to the elevator.
I'm gonna help
I'm fine,
Thomas
I'm
up,
fine.
and I'm actually gonna apologize, but like, long story. Sorry. You want a shot? Like open my face up, like.
I don't care right now. Maybe later. If
I
it's
will.
I'll punch you all the fuck I want.
Seeing how worried Moose is, I will say, well, if it makes you feel any better, Moose, he's rather intoxicated, it seems. So he probably didn't feel it as much as he would have.
Oh, I felt it, you fuck.
I shrug.
And then I like drag myself up.
I'm gonna head back to the service elevator,
Mhm.
but I'm not going to pick up that person.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna,
all
I'm
four
gonna
of
wait
you-
for Constantine to say something.
Okay, so the 4 of you are making your way to the elevator, to the service elevator, which is the other end of where the stairs are opposite.
Yeah, I'll help Constantine, or I'll help Thomas as well.
Well, so if you don't pick him up, all I say is, it's like if you don't carry him, I will, and it's gonna take me it's gonna slow us down a lot more.
Oh, so I'm sorry. Are you asking me to take him?
I am asking you,
Could you say
Heartfeltly.
please?
pretty please.
Oh, good. Now that we have like a line of respect here, and then I'm gonna go over and help the guy back up.
Oh, this is
You want
definitely
a line
the
of
time
respect,
for
or do you just punch somebody?
We all
Exactly.
know that I was possessed. We know that wasn't
I didn't
me.
know
Well,
you were
if you're not
possessed.
now, then why
Oh,
are
you
you being
didn't
an
know.
ass? Oh wait, never mind.
That was such a. God damn it, Maggie.
That was
That
such
was great.
sass.
Yeah, so he ignores her because obviously he injured her. The one person that was entirely unaffected by the possession was Constantine, but he was the dickhead. So he carries the person over to the elevator and brings him in. But
4
not
of you
happy with
pile in plus
Constantine.
the body.
Yeah.
Right.
Very tiny elevator. It's a fucking tight squeeze. The service elevator ain't like the normal one. Maybe 2 people could fit in here comfortably. There are 4 in a body. It is shoulder to shoulder, very, very tight. Who's going to press the button out of curiosity? I assume
Who has the
Constantine?
key? I have the key. I took the key.
Okay, so yeah, that's right. Who has the key is the better question.
I
Oh,
took
he's
the key.
carrying a body.
No,
Or
Moose
you're
is carrying a body.
No, yeah.
Before you press the button, could you please, Dave, as you're going to press the button, please roll a resolve plus composure check?
Here we go. This seems important, so I'm gonna willpower it.
That's up to you, sir.
Okay.
Lucky you. You go and you press 7, and you press 7, no problem.
Yeah.
And the elevator kind of shudders under the weight, but starts moving upward. Doors closed. Ding. It's very slow maneuvering, but you are moving up.
Well, at least it feels like we're going up.
And have you been on the roof before?
This isn't the roof. This is floor 7.
I know, but like we'll go to the roof after this one, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. That's another place you can go. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so the service elevator goes to the roof.
It goes to 7th floor, but I
And the
imagine
7th
on
floor
seventh-
leads to the roof, as I said before.
Oh, okay. So this is the top floor for the elevator.
Yes.
I
that
thought
is
the
correct.
plan was to go to the roof just to, if we can.
All right. So I'm just gonna ask you, out of game, Mike. Is this a good stopping point?
We're about to get to the stopping
Oh,
point that I
okay,
have
okay.
in mind right here.
Okay.
Cool. So the elevator moves up slowly. A ding happens, and the doors open. And before you is a floor none of you have laid eyes on yet. The 7th floor is before you. And at the end of the hall, you see that damn figure yet again. Tattered clothings and a pocket watch dangling from his side, Miss Deborah. But as soon as you meet eyes with him, a familiar figure to Moose also appears relatively close to him at the end of the hallway. A semi-transparent, mustachioed, tormented, angry figure. But more importantly, a figure that Maggie recognizes from the painting. Josiah.
there's the gentleman with the watch that I saw, and there's Josiah Barnes.
Well, I think we're coming. I think we're coming towards the mastermind behind what is going on here. I kind of just like say under my breath as I regard them.
Maybe that gentleman's the reason this place burned down.
Well, the reason we're here to save it.
Well, the reason we're here to die.
And with that, the camera will fade dark.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Camera will pan away, and we will end the second session.
Wait, does it fade and pan?
It like turns. It like turns and fades at the same time.
So two transitions at the same time?
He's an
I guess pan is the
amateur
wrong word.
filmmaker.
It's like the camera turns.
He's an amateur filmmaker.
Yeah, amateur filmmaker.
It's a star wipe. It's all star wipes.
It just like tears and like.
Mm-hmm. But that's it. That's for today. We got one more session left. Maybe a couple of hours.
All right. Oh,
Theories. Feel free to let the theories fly for the chat. I'm curious what your theories are now at the end of this session.
Dave
I think
has
I'm
the
still on the
biggest
right page. I think that something happened with the Barneses during the deal that caused the fire. And I think now it's the pocket watch dude.
I think not only
Started the
that,
fire.
but Barnes got shot, or there was a gunshot going on before the place burnt down, which is why we heard the gunshots.
Oh, maybe.
So I still
I think
fall.
we're there to save them.
I think we're here to save them. I think we have been summoned. I think we've been summoned by the Barnes somehow to save them. I still follow my original theory that we are actually out of time. We think we're from the 50s. However, we're actually from the 30s. Like we're either residents or we're not who we think we are, and that's the reason why everything was slightly different. Because our memories are like Janice doesn't exist. Like the reason I say Janice in game, I said Janice is safe is because my character suspects Janice is gone. She doesn't
You're
exist.
just trying to make it easier for us.
I think
Janice is safe.
So I said Janice is safe, but if this was like a novel, my inner monologue would have been like Janice is gone. Like there is no
never was
Janice.
a Janice.
There never was a Janice. Like, or at least if there was a Janice, she's long dead, or she doesn't exist anymore.
And Scott, do you have any more?
Actually playing Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, no, it's all Cthulhu. And Scott, do you have any more? And what do you think? Mage, Geist?
The other dude is Noble. Barnes and Noble.
You had before the last break, you were voicing like it's Geist or it's Mage. What do you think it is now?
Well, I still think it's closer to being something like it could either be a mage who was crossed from the past and he's trying to blah 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 with his magic bullshit. Geist is specifically a character who's made a pact after dying with a higher power to come back with powers, but they're linked to like some sort of item. And that item is like usually somehow linked to whatever that person transpired. So I think it's kind of like what Dave is saying, but not to us, to somebody else in the building. Someone in the building died, and this old lingering Geist or poltergeist that was inside this building was like, you could die or you can continue living, but you're going to have to do a couple of favors for me on the way. And then the person came back and was like, you know, I kind of like being the psychotic murderer person. I'm going to do that. So I'm one of those two.
So we were resurrected by that guy, but
not us. We are perfectly normal people living everyday lives. That one random schmo died in the building, and a Geist gave them power.
So
Pocket watch guy is what he said.
He's a Geist.
Yeah, there's a Geist. He's a Geist because there's a Geist within his resurrected body. Yeah, so one of those two.
Chad asked the question: is why do you guys think the elevator works, but nothing else did?
Oh, but because it's everything's ego in this kind of like campaign. Like it works because we suspect it's going to work.
Wait. What do you mean by why does the elevator work?
Why does the
we couldn't use the stairs, but we could use the elevator, and we couldn't use the elevator earlier, but now we can. I think it's because whatever floor that
elevator, correct. This is the main.
I think it's whatever floor that guy's on is the floor that we can go on to.
Yeah, I think it's like. I think it's like a bubble, like a sphere of influence, or think like a demi-plane from like D&D. Like,
so wherever he goes, the thing's going to go with him.
So like what Maggie's saying, I agree with that, but it's also one more than that. I think it's also kind of like it's like within a demi-plane, your will effects. Like, so I think his will has shut down the stairs, either consciously shut down the stairs or unconsciously shut them down, because when fire burns, it, like I was joking earlier, fire doesn't burn the way people expect it to. You know, burns funny. It doesn't burn the way people expect it to. Usually it can eat up the outside of a building because that's where there's more oxygen access, as opposed to the inside because there's too much smoke choking out the fire burning. So I think if the fire is rolling up more on the outside than the inside, that makes it so it can actually function. So it's a two-step thing. The where it's rotting and his sphere of influence.
I love hearing all your theories.
So I moved away from the fact that we're from the past, but I feel like we are definitely out of time. Like, I don't think we're necessarily from the 30s, but just our memories are false. I'm very confident Janice doesn't exist. So I just feel like we either don't live here or we were brought here somehow.
Cool.
I think we were brought here.
Well,
I feel like
yeah.
the lady we look like we're from the 1950s, and the other people look like they're from the 20s.
Well, I think he's saying that we're possessing people that we're the possessors of people that otherwise do live nowadays.
Yes.
My only qualm with that is
but there's other possessing happening, so I don't think that's the case.
But there's something to keep in mind. I'm not saying either any one of you is right or wrong. There has been two different types of possession that you've come across.
Yes,
the green mist, which is mindless and like doesn't seem to be anything, and the one that Scott just had, which he was aware it was happening. He wasn't being influenced. He was literally just taking control over.
Dave's saying we're more or less those.
You were like charmed almost.
My qualm with that, though, if we're using the body of the person that we're in and that person's memories, which is
access.
It's like because the idea of a female journalist in the 20s is rather, especially in the South,
and bear in mind,
is pretty
Janice
slim. So
was pretty out there for the time period. Even for the time period we were in, Janice was pretty out there.
No, I'm talking about Deborah. I mean, Deborah makes sense in the 50s, but in the 20s, a female journalist from the South,
no way,
with that strong-minded. I mean, they existed, but
I'm moving away from that theory that we're from the 20s. 30s. Like I think we're out of time.
You're displaced in some way.
I definitely agree with you that we're displaced. Like, we are going back in the 20s. That's for sure.
The displacement happened. Like, obviously, I picked it up instantly when we were talking about things moved around in the room. I was like, no, clearly there's a passage of time outside of what we're experiencing. But then Dave, of course, deduced the burning, and then like hardcore solidified that with the mirror. You know what I mean? So that was actually a really nifty effect from Mike.
The burning thing was a good point.
I expected like the mirror thing to happen, either not at all, or it was going to be like an accidental, someone stayed in the bathroom a little too long and like was looking at the mirror a little too long kind of thing. I didn't think anybody would deliberately be like mirror time. But then again, I have barely ever DM'd for Dave, so I've played with you enough.
I think once before.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think you told
Star
me
Wars.
about a situation.
For Dave, Star Wars, old Star Wars, a long time.
Yeah.
Before 3.75 Star Wars, like the older one.
But I'm genuinely worried about the party because Constantine has been order giving and douchey to Moose the entire time, and then Moose is like super apologetic about what just transpired, and he's being a continual dick against him. This obviously isn't Dave; he's playing his character against Moose because Moose literally just knocked the guy out for no reason because he was possessed, right? And then hurt. So it's one of those things where Moose has wrath. That's his vice. And is more or less like, you're going to be nice to me or we're going to have a problem. And then if like that tick goes off again and he has wrath versus him, it's like, ooh, I don't know.
Bye, Constantine.
The doctor needs a doctor.
You need to, Maggie, you get all your willpower back for letting your justice happen. Scott, you killed somebody for wrath, I guess, so go ahead and take one back. Dave, what are yours again? Pride?
Temperance.
Patience and temperance.
Yeah, I thought I exuded temperance during.
I was gonna say for not.
I totally forgot something.
Basically, putting a bullet into Scott, you're welcome to take all your willpower back
for not killing me. Thanks.
And
question.
Ollie, you were gluttonous, so you may take one willpower back.
Awesome.
Question.
Yes, go for it.
I didn't see my cats.
You did not see your cats.
Okay.
Ghost cats.
Wait, is that because Mike forgot, or is that because of something?
I was like, I think I forgot too, and I even have it on my sheet too. I'm like,
DMs don't forget anything.
Mike forgot about the cats.
Hold on, wait a second. She has 6 cats. She may not have seen the cats, but did it smell like there were cats that lived there?
You know when there's 6 cats.
Yeah.
Like if she walked in, she's like, my apartment doesn't smell funky. I mean,
all your cats were there but one. You had 5 instead of 6 cats. One of your cats was missing.
Moose ate the cat.
If all my cats were there, I would have tried to like take them with me. So I think
no cats.
Sort of changed.
No cats.
The elevator's already overloaded.
Well.
So are there 5 cats in this elevator now?
There's no way.
I put them in like a case, like their carrying case.
She like puts them in her purse.
No, like you
Like
can
a
have a
leg
big
and a
case that
leg
you can put
and
all the
then
cats in.
You can use them as a projectile weapon, like a crazy cat lady.
By the way, chat, the idea of taking a mirror or even a broken mirror off the wall and bringing it with us was a good idea. Ollie and I both obviously saw it. Maggie probably did too. But all of us were like, that's such a brilliant idea. It'd be so cheating. Like it was one of those things we just all knew.
I think I would have totally taken a piece of the mirror, but it wasn't me who experienced that.
Yeah.
So
it was like one of those, like, we can't just like meta that one. So
Yeah.
that's a brilliant idea. But
I would have taken like the mirror. If I saw that, I would have taken like one of
You
the
also
handles.
all left the knife in the 5th floor stuck in the wall.
No, we took the knife.
No,
we left the knife.
We left
No
the
one
knife.
said anything
We
about
left the
taking the
knife.
knife.
The one that stabbed me
I
twice
had
got
that
left.
mental note in my mind the whole time. Like, no one's talking
Vince
about
got
the knife.
deliberately left the knife.
It's okay. I have a means of doing lethal damage without some
you-
pea shooter. Okay, I'm
You
sorry.
are a TIE fighter puncher.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was actually looking for more weapons in Janice's apartment, but I just when I was looking for useful things, but I didn't bring up specific things I was looking for.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end. We got one more episode next week, everybody. I hope you guys
So wait, are there really 5 cats?
Oh, God,
Yes, there were
please
5 instead of 6 cats.
Oh my gosh.
Does she
I
have them in a
legit have
duffel
5
bag?
cats packed into like a cat carrier.
We'll get to that next. We'll get to that.
Release the cats as a swarm.
Release the cats!
They form a swarm. A cat swarm.
Oh my god.
All right. That's it. I got
Mr.
nothing else for you
Whiskers
guys.
is
I
gone.
really enjoyed listening to the 4 of you theory crafting and chat doing the same. That's really fun.
All right. Who are you? How can we find you? Let's start with you. Where are we? Let's start with you, Mike.
How about we get me out of the way? You
Sure.
can't.
Yes, we can. Your name is YouTube Attorney, right?
No, YouTube lawyer.
YouTube lawyer.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah.
I tweeted what you told me. And
right.
this rando dude,
This
Some random
guy is
person
real.
named
or
YouTube
female,
Attorney.
or lady, could be a lady lawyer.
All right. So yeah, if you're looking for an attorney who you want intellectual property, you're starting a business, hit me up. Twitter, YouTube, lawyer.
All right. Ollie, who are you? How can we find you? We're gonna go around this way.
Ollie Rant on Twitch and places like that, and Ollie Smith on other places. I mostly do D&D art, and sometimes I stream, and those things will be happening. Check my Twitter for like fantasy art for the homebrew setting that I sometimes run a D&D show in. It's good stuff. And I'm also in like every one of Scott's shows on this channel.
Maggie?
Hi. You guys can find me at Margaret Crone in every place as well. My internet is still being resolved, so I haven't been able to stream from my personal stuff or upload, but normally I upload a daily vlog every day on the Margaret Crone channel and a daily gameplay video on Margaret Crone Plays, and I stream over on my channel, twitch.tv/Margaret Crone. And you can also find me role-playing on other shows if you guys want to check those out. Lost Initiative show, which you might see Mathas and Daelric on, as well as over at Roll For It on Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Mathas?
Mathas Games and everything. You can find me pretty easily. And I've got a new Judge Mathas coming out on Friday on Soul Reaver. And then we just released the 2nd episode of the Chilluminati podcast on Skinwalkers, which was really, really, really fun. Yeah. Which, by the way, while I'm there, D&D related, I would love to make an evil druid that is based on Skinwalker. Like,
I was looking at.
I want to play a necromancer.
Homebrew druid.
Like so bad, want to play a necromancer.
That is literally a thing in Baldur's Gate, but it's a really cool. I'd do it, but I don't know if I'd do it in 5e. Like I feel like
I don't know how you would
do what.
I feel like I'd want to do it in
make some custom
like a Skinwalker.
We do Pathfinder. No, just do Pathfinder.
Yeah, Pathfinder would make more sense in my.
Well, they have. Have you checked? There's actually a brand new like fungus death and decay druid they just released in
spore druid is
a spore druid in Unearthed Arcana.
But is that for?
Not in
Unrest Arcana, probably.
Check it out. We'll check it out either way. I don't know if it'd be really helpful with that concept. So
Maybe we'll homebrew one.
Yeah, we can always do that too.
It was just really cool because like the
It
lore
was
is
so druidy.
yeah. Oh, did you listen to the podcast?
Yeah, it was
okay,
so
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, like the like to become a skinwalker, there's like this initiation thing you have to do in order to get the powers, and then if you want to be like top of the food chain as far as skinwalkers are concerned, you have to perform another evil act that will completely detach yourself from your soul. Like it's crazy. It's
Can you take multiple forms, or is only one form?
multiple forms? Any form, technically, any form you need. If you need to fly, you could take the form of like an owl. If you need to run fast, coyote. If you need to attack, like
Very druidy.
it's very, very druidy. But you're always fucked up looking. You don't look like coyote.
Yeah, like
up
an
close.
evil. Oh man, I want to do an evil campaign. I think it'd be fun.
Like from a distance, you look
Druid
like
would just be so fun.
yeah. But like, because I did like 2 weeks of research.
Controlled evil, not
Yeah,
not
like,
chaos.
evil with
Yeah.
a mission,
Well, that's the
not
cool
like
thing.
not
They're
evil
like-
just to destroy the
You
world.
can be
and everything
chaotic
in it.
evil, but like Maggie's saying, exactly what Maggie's saying. Like,
Yeah.
but not. Let's just fuck
Well,
with
like-
everybody.
So
It's
Daelric,
interesting because
the
like
opposite of omens.
Yes, there you go.
Right.
Perfect.
It's
We
interesting
have
because,
good
like,
evil on Scott's channel. A lot of evil characters done right on this channel.
Yeah.
We have fun with evil.
it's
Thonk
cool
was
'cause,
like
like,
an awesome evil character.
I
on
love
Lost
Thonk.
but
Initiative.
Ollie killed Thonk, right? It was Ollie that killed Thonk.
I don't know who was who. I have no idea.
It was
I'm
the
not sure
barbarian
Frank
that killed you, right?
Ollie.
That was
I
Ollie's
I
character.
think you are correct. I think it was the
Yeah.
barbarian that killed me.
Yeah.
But like it's cool because like it's easy to make them a like a controlled evil type thing because in the lore, at some point in their history, they actually worked with the Navajo tribe to spy on the colonists that were landing
Defend their
in America
land.
at the time until eventually they betrayed them and all this other stuff. But like there's like nature involved. It's just cool.
We can have fun. We can do whatever.
Anyway.
All these things can be done and probably will be. But
Anyway.
then just an update for me because obviously you can find me on all the links with my name or scroll down and click them. But not next week. Next week's normal for me. But the week after that, I'm actually going to be in Arizona, and so I won't really be online. Sans maybe once as a PC, because I won't have my stuff in Arizona. I'll have a laptop. And that's pretty much it. So, all right, I will catch you all later.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.